It sounds like the whole theme of this administration is the fact that so many areas of government have grown way beyond what their original intention was. And people say if the founding fathers could see what was actually happening with all these agencies, they would just be turning over in their graves. And you've got Vivek and Elon going in there with the Department of Government Efficiency, but it sounds like what you're suggesting with the CIA is just another version of that. It's an agency that started off with a purpose. That purpose is now morphed and then grown to where that agency is now running the show and the tail is wagging the dog. And it's so powerful that it's very hard to even stop this growth from taking over the organism. I don't know if you call it a cancer. It seems like it's a theme across everything in government. Am I wrong?
No, you're absolutely right. And I think many of us know the nature of government is if it's not held accountable and transparent to the people, government, especially secret government, will go wrong every single time. It's the nature of the beast. And that's how the CIA has been able to pull this off and do this. We have intelligence oversight committees, but they're compromised by the CIA too. They have to have a CIA clearance to be on the intelligence oversight committees. So the CIA controls their clearance. The CIA only provides them information that the CI wants them to see, and more often than not, if not all the time, the congressmen and senators on the intelligence committees, they know that to deeply investigate the CI would be the end of their career. They also focus mainly on getting reelected in domestic politics that will get them reelected, and the intelligence committees are the committees that meet the least of any other committee during the year. So they're essentially a sham. They're not going to do it. So we've got to depend on the current administration to go in and make some changes. And I think intelligence oversight needs to be taken away from the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence and the Senate Select Committee and put into an outside organization that is not compromised by the CIA or by the need to get votes and reelected. And I'll finalize that point with this. Senator Frank Church was the last senator to scrutinize the CIA. And you remember the Church committees and all the ugly things that came out of that, which were just the tip of the iceberg. The CIA contacted Church and said, if you keep this up, we're going to destroy you. Well, he was a very good, honest man. He had presidential ambitions, but he was an honest man. There's a book just published called The Last Honest Man, which people, I think, should read, and it's about Frank Church. Well, the CIA followed through on their promise, and they defamed and discredited Frank Church.
Investment Club. Today, I consider it the best investment that I've ever made. We get 4 projects presented a week by their associated CEOs. Personally, I'm completely blown away by the quality of these projects, and I know of nowhere else where I would be given this same opportunity. Each week that passes, I feel more appreciative of the fact that I'm a member of this group. The vibe was just tremendous. Everybody's on the same wavelength. We just clicked. Everybody listened to each other, enjoyed their company. It was just magical. Take action. Don't take my word for it. Due diligence you need to do. And I really hope that someday down the road I see you in the club. It far exceeded expectations, without question.
And 3 of the witnesses that were going to testify to the Church committee were murdered before they could testify. And then Frank Church was maligned, and he lost his election, and that was the end of his political career. And it was over him. So on the select committees, these congressmen and senators know that if they dare expose anything that the CIA has been doing, it'll be the end of their political career as a congressman or a senator.
What makes you think Trump can pull it off, and what's the probability that he does it?
The great thing about Trump is, now he's sometimes like a bull in a china shop. He's certainly out of the ordinary, but the thing that is good about Trump is the reason that they hate him so much and have tried to do all of these Russiagate and all these other illegal operations, he cannot be controlled by them. And that's why he's the right man for the job, despite all of his failures and blemishes. They cannot control him. That's why they've been trying so hard to stop him and remove him, because they know when he gets in there, they've got a whole procedure well developed on how to schmooze a presidential candidate, starting with their briefings before they get in office, and then opening up only what they want the president to see and say, see, sir, this is why we do what we do. It's very important, and you need to back, and they'll buy the president that way, who's already busy, and usually will say to the CIA, like the last two administrations, okay, you just go do what you want, over to you on that one. Well, Trump is not going to do that. And that is why 42, again, the same 42 senior intelligence officers and the deputy director of the CIA, Mike Morrell, have again written a letter stating, and all of them signing, that Donald Trump is a threat to America and a threat to democracy. The same 42 that claimed, Hunter Biden's laptop was Russia disinformation when they knew darn well it wasn't. So there's those and so many other indicators will tell us that they are terrified of him because they cannot control him.
Are you worried about his safety, Donald Trump's safety?
Yes, and Bobby Kennedy too. Absolutely. I mean, they have got to have the best security ever, really, around both of them. They will try, based on the history of what I've seen in the CIA, they will try to get rid of them because the CIA knows it could be their demise. So they're under serious threat. And I think they know that. I know Bobby knows it. They know that. And so I think they're acting accordingly in putting in some really super security around them because, I think their lives are in danger.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.